It's the bald and the beautiful. Everything from Nashville to Hollywood on My Country 96.1.
All right, we start with Luke Combs, who was being interviewed and said he would love to do a tour of about 20 or so small bars that he used to play while coming up in the business. And he said, yeah, they're going to be small, just like hometown bars and, where the SEC is, the college towns and that whole thing. And he says, free, no tickets, just hope you get in. Now, this is kind of like a dream of his to do. It may come to fruition, but you may want to notify the local authorities, Luke, if you plan on doing something like this and play a bar for 300 people and open the doors. That could cause a problem, but would be fun, as I recall thinking back to the time he played Mulcahy's for us back in June of 2019. Was absolutely unbelievable. And then Lee Brice, good for him. He found his missing dog, Charlie, used social media, was all over socials asking people to look, found some security camera footage that spotted the dog, finally found the dog. It was a couple of days, I think. Had a broken leg, but she is going to be okay, and she is home safe. That is good news. Rachel McAdams, congrats, a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Well done. Some of the biggest movies, obviously, The Notebook, Mean Girls, and a bunch of other things all wrapped up in there in that career. Meghan Trainor and Daryl Sabara, congrats, a baby via surrogate they just welcomed. How about 92-year-old Carol Burnett? She says she's ready to wind down her acting career. Yeah, she recently has been in an Apple TV series, I believe it's on Apple, called Palm Royale, and she had a bit role in Better Call Saul as well. She said she was friends with the creator of the show and was so excited to do that show a number of years ago. But yeah, at 92, she says she might finally be done acting. Christmas 2025 turned out to be the biggest streaming day ever. Between Stranger Things and the NFL, that was the biggest streaming day ever in the history of streaming. And then there's this. Netflix put this out, that K-pop Demon Hunters is their most watched title on Netflix in a 6-month period. If you go, I guess it was July through December, whatever the numbers were, K-pop Demon Hunters, almost 500 million views in that 6-month period. That breaks the record for the most watched Netflix title ever in a 6-month span. TV tonight, Fox with The Masked Singer, CBS with Hollywood Squares, The Price is Right. You got Chicago Medfire PD. There you have it, your bald and the beautiful entertainment, everything from Nashville to Hollywood. The crazy weather continues. We go from single digits yesterday. Today, we could have a high of about 37. Tomorrow, if I'm reading this right, it could be up to 45. And then we're tracking, if it stays on this track, a Sunday snowstorm that, we will need the shovels and the plows. And right now they're saying could be 6 to 12 inches. Don't know exactly where it's going to fall. But if the track continues, look out for later in the weekend, specifically Sunday. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.